I mean, come on
I'm
now.
gonna tell you the moment I decided to leave influencer marketing because I will remember it forever, is that, and you were part of this in a good way, is that there was
Good.
a in a good way. I was working for a woman who was a reality TV star, and I'm gonna just be honest, now she has completely converted to fundamentalist Christian mama. She was a Jewish woman, and it is very odd.
That
And,
is very odd.
and I was working for her, and, we were getting okay deals because she had a big following at the time, and a women's shelter, a DV shelter came and wanted her to post about them in an Instagram story, and she would not do it unless they paid her, and I remember being literally sick to my stomach, and you were like, "Yeah, go ahead, post whatever you want on my account," and I was like, "Okay, of course," and, like, I remember being like, "Are you serious? You won't post about a women's shelter unless they pay you?" And I was like, "I gotta get out of this industry."
Yeah.
This is
Well,
not
that's where the difference between, like, standing up for yourself goes into, Looney Tunes world. Like, yes, absolutely know your worth, etcetera, but
I
when
think that's what
you
happens.
that is what happens, especially when you are the product, you get well, like, look at actors. It's especially child actors, like, it's a crazy making thing to be like, "I'm the product." But I don't know. I mean, I do remember that, and I
Yeah,
remember, I mean, that happened all the time. Like, how difficult is it for you, ma'am, to literally
right.
come on,
Post on I know.
post on
And
Instagram?
and I
Like,
think that's where I see the differentiating line is between a lot of the current influencers who really are, to be honest, just in it to make an income. And it's not a way to make an income anymore.
no, it's not. I very much did not go into it thinking I would ever make the kind of income I ended up making. It
Right,
was, like, just so
right.
exciting.
Yeah. I mean,
But I
I
guess
remember just getting product was exciting at the
oh
time.
my
We were like, "Oh
god.
my god," right. Yeah.
That was an interesting thing. I wonder if does that still happen? Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was a period of a few years where so first they started with product and they were considering back in like 2010, they'd be like, I'm going to send you the product. And I was like, yee. And I would like write about it. And then I very quickly realized that like purses don't pay rent and had to start being like, yeah. And it was very awkward having those conversations back then because people were like, well, I sent you the thing. And you're like, well, yeah. But you had to actually explain that you also need money to live, and people, like, didn't compute for a while.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really weird having
Yeah.
to, like, justify your labor deserves value over and over and over and over. And then, I basically was like, "I cannot work for I just can't," like, as a policy thing, um, but the amount of stuff that would arrive at my house on a daily basis, it was so exciting and it was so fun, and then it became so nauseating, and
Yes.
I look, none of us are above a free lip gloss, right? Like, that's fun. But I had to be like, I really need you to not do that. Like, please just contact my manager and pay me because I feel disgusting. And it's showing me the lack of value, honestly, that all of these products have. They're worthless. They're
Right.
worthless. They
Yeah.
just throw them at people. And it's very hard for me to then turn around and say to a reader, oh, like, you should buy this bag for $250 that I know for a fact is fundamentally worthless to them, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. But it also, like you said, it supported gosh, having a baby, like, that's I think a lot of the mom bloggers, in maybe, like, 2012, 2013 did start because they were like, "Oh, I'm having a baby and I need stuff." Alright, I don't know, I don't really see a problem with that, but people online sure did.
I mean, that's how I got started too. I was writing for Rookie Moms and they would send me on free experiences with my son. And I was like, cool, I got to go to conferences and things. And I was like, I would never have gotten to try yoga class and, all this stuff. And, but I think people don't know about you too, is that you weren't always just shooting for you. You did stuff for brands also on the side. So it wasn't like all the product was coming in like always for you. It was like that you were shooting content that brands were just hiring you to do content for, right?
Totally.
So like
Yeah.
so you know, it was like double the amount of stuff, you know, um
I
and
remember
you
when I
taught
worked for
yourself everything.
Q-tips, I was like, this is a lot of Q-tips. I did not need this many Q-tips in my house, but
But
I
like,
actually did
right,
because I
and
had to do
but
all
you
these
hired
layouts and
a
whatever.
photographer, right? Like
Hmm.
you had to learn creative design. You had to learn all of these things. Remember the age of the flat lay when we all had to learn how to do flat lays? Like we got on
Yes.
ladders in our kitchen. I mean, like, come
Yes.
on.
Yes. The flat
Yeah,
lay. It was a learning
yeah,
curve. I remember
yeah.